Hi everyone, this is the Argument Tutor. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 easy steps to factorize a trinomial in the form of a squared plus bx plus c. It doesn't matter if a, the coefficient of x squared, is equal to 1 or not. These 4 easy steps are going to work all the time. To factorize a trinomial in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, here are the steps that you need to follow, okay? So the first step is to find the product of AC, okay? So in this problem, it says here factorize 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, okay? A is equal to 2, right? And C is negative 3. Okay, so the product AC is equals to 2 times negative 3. This gives us negative 6. Okay, so we've done step number 1. Step number 2 says find factors of AC that gives B the coefficient of x when added, right? So we'll find factors of negative 6. Okay, so that will be 1 and 6. These two numbers can give me 5, okay, if this one is positive and this one is negative. So if I add these two numbers, I'll get positive 5. But if I multiply these two numbers, I'll get negative 6. Okay, so I've done step number 2. Okay, I'm now going to step number 3. Okay, divide these numbers by the value of A. So A is 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. Okay, step number 3 done. Step number 4, simplify and write the trinomial factors. Okay, negative 1 over 2 is already in its simplest form. Cannot be simplified further. Okay, but 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So I have here negative 1 over 2 and 3. Okay, these numbers here, these are the numbers that I'm going to refer to write out the factors. Okay, so the factors, so let me write the problem. So it's going to be 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, so this is equals to, so we open the first bracket to write the first factor. So, and we're going to be using this first number here, right? So if there's a denominator, we put the denominator behind x. So there's going to be 2x minus 1, okay? We don't change the sign, we just take the sign, whatever it is. If it's a minus, we're going to have a minus sign there. If it's a plus, we're going to have a plus sign here, okay? And this is into x plus 3, okay? Right? So we have factorized our trinomial by following these 4 easy steps. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you another problem, example 2. Okay, guys, let us factorize 5p squared minus p minus 18. Okay, we have to follow those steps again. The first step was to find the product of AC. In this case, we've got A being 5 and C negative 18. So AC, right, is equals to 5 times negative 18. Okay, so let me put a 1 there. Okay, so this gives negative 90. Okay, right. So the second step was to find factors of this number here, right? That when added can give me the coefficient behind the middle term. Okay, so yeah, so the coefficient of x, but here now we have p. So the coefficient of p is negative 1. There is a 1 here, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to list all factors of a negative 90, but in pairs. Okay, so the first pair is going to be 1 and 90. The second one is going to be 2 and 45. And third one is 3 and 30. And another one is going to be 5 and 18. And the next one is 6 and 15. And we have now 9 and 10. Okay. All right. So now, out of these pairs, we have to select a pair that can give us a negative 1 when added. Okay, all these numbers are positive. So there's no pair that can give us -1. You can't get -1 from negative numbers. Okay, but we have to realize here that the last term C is negative. Okay, right. So it also helps to remember that if the last term, let's say if the last term is negative, right? Okay, you're going to have here, right, alternating signs, I mean. Okay, so if the last term is negative, we're multiplying a, a positive number and a negative number, okay? Right, so in this case, we have 9 and 10. This is what can give us a -1, but that's if the 10 is negative and the 9 is positive. Okay, we've got a negative number here, a negative sign here, I mean, and the signs are going to be alternating, plus and a minus. Okay, the bigger one of these numbers must carry this sign. Okay, so that means the 10 is negative and the 9 is positive. Right, let's just check. If we multiply these two numbers, we get -90. But if we add these two numbers, we get -1. Okay, so let's move to step 3. Step 3, we have to divide these two numbers by the coefficient of p squared. So the value of a. So this time, the value of a is 5. So I'm going to divide these two numbers by 5. The last step is to simplify these two numbers and write out the trinomial factors. Okay, 9/5 is in the simplest form, cannot be simplified further. But this one here, right, is -10 divided by 5, simplifies to -2. So I have 9/5 and, right, and a -2. I'm going to use these numbers to write out the factors here, right? So the factors are going to be 5p, right, plus 9 into p minus 2. Okay, right? Remember, if there is a denominator, after simplifying, the denominator must go behind the variable. In this case, it is p.